Good morning, class. Today we are going to discuss about the types of public sector enterprises. So public sector organization are formed in three different forms. First is departmental undertaking, second one is public corporation, and third one is government company. First of all, we will discuss about the departmental undertaking. So departmental undertaking is the oldest form of public sector enterprises. The departmental undertaking is considered as one of the department of government. It has no separate existence than government. It functions under the overall control of one ministry or one department of government. For example, railway, defense, post and telegraph, broadcasting, telephone services, etc. Okay. So simply it is a government department and work under the ministry, one ministry. What are the features? Some features of departmental undertaking. The main characteristics of departmental undertakings are they operate under the overall control of one of the ministry of central or state government. Yes, you know it very well. Second, they are the part of government only. There is no separate entity. Okay, like in company has a separate legal entity, but in department undertaking there is no separate entity. It is overall under the control of government. Okay, then they are financed from the annual budget of the government. The revenue of departmental undertaking are deposited in the treasury of the government. Okay, whatever revenue government is earning, it will be deposited in treasury department. Treasury is a finance department of government of India. The staff of departmental undertaking are civil servant and are recruited and compensated as per the rule of civil servants. Yes, you know it very well. Civil servants. So all the employee of the departmental undertaking will be treated as civil servant. Then they are under the direct control of departmental head, who is accountable to the concerned minister. Okay, and they can be sued in the same manner as one can file in a suit against the government. Okay, so these were some features of departmental undertaking. Now some merits or advantages of departmental undertaking. So first advantage is easy formation. It is easy to form a departmental undertaking as no registration is compulsory. Like partnership firm, there is no need to get it registered. Effective control. The control of departmental undertaking is very effective as it is direct and centralized. Then optimum utilization of funds. There is a proper utilization of funds as financial matter are subject to ministerial sanction, budget, accounting and audit control. Then accountability, there is a direct parliamentary control. The performance of the departmental undertaking can be discussed in the parliament, so there is a public accountability. Okay, accountability means answerability. So departmental undertaking are answerable in the parliament. Okay, then public revenue. The revenue of the departmental undertaking is deposited in the treasury of the government, so these undertaking help in increase the government revenue. Okay, we have seen in the characteristics also that whatever profit departmental undertaking is gaining, all the profit is deposited in the treasury and it increase the revenue of the government. Then secrecy. The activities performance of the departmental undertaking can be highly secret as government can avoid disclosure on the plea of public interest. Due to secrecy only, the most sensitive area, that is defense, is operating as a departmental undertaking. Okay, now one of the most important point or benefit is that you can maintain secrecy. Okay, because defense is also covered under this sector. Clear beta? I hope it is clear to you. If you have any doubt, then you can ask. Thank you so much.